Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 11th chapter, Vishwarupa Darshana Yogam, sloka number 32. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha
Shri Bhagavanu Vacha
Kalosmi Loka Kshayakrit Pravruddhaha
Kalosmi Lokashayakrit Pravrittaha
Lokan Samahartumiha Pravruttaha
Lokan Samahartumiha Pravrittaha
Rutepi Tvam na bhavishanti sarve
Yudevi Tvam na bhavishyanti sarve
eva sthita prityanikeshu yodhaha.
Evastita pratyaniyechu yodha.
In our religion, there is no sacred and secular separate. This division we don't encourage. But at the outer side, it looks like so many divisions, so many gods, and so many these things like that. But secular and sacred. This is pavitram, this is apavitram. We say in puja time and all that. But in deep Sanatana Dharma religion, real understanding of the Hindu religion, there is no division of the secular and sacred. Why I am telling this point? Because Arjuna, when he started seeing everything is sacred, sacred in the Vishwarupa Darshanam, he felt so happy, he praised the Lord. But when Lord started showing the other side, Raudram, Kruram, distraction aspect all, Arjuna become flat. That is the problem. Because you have raga on one thing and you have dvesha on one thing. Therefore, everything is sacred here. Why? Because everything is included in the Bhagavan. How you can exclude? You exclude and send it where? But while doing puja and all that, oh, this is a rotten one, don't keep for the God. That's okay. But understanding later, it should go and take us to where, up to what height. So all our Upanishads or Vedic prayers says this point only. Sacred, secular, there are no divisions. At the outer level of the religion, it will be there. People give importance and fight for them also. To prove this point, I will give you one or two examples. One is in the beginning of the Rudram and ending of the Rudram, Shri Rudram. The whole Shri Rudram, if we know the meaning, it is nothing but the Vishwarupa Ishvara Darshanam and Dhyanam and Puja. So in the beginning, it starts like that. Om Namaste Rudramanyava Utota Ishave Namaha. Starting. The meaning is O Lord Rudra, I salute to your anger. Manyuhu means Manyu, anger. Anger is also is a part of your attribute, I know that, but don't show on me, because I have not done any mistake. Therefore, but I salute your anger, then I will salute your arrow and the bow also. That means don't shoot that arrow on me. This is how Rudram starts. That means anger is also a form of the God. But to say, we say all the divine qualities, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsaryas, you should not encourage, cultivate in you. That is okay. But when you are coming to the higher state of Gnana, the level of understanding, where all these things are exist, that's why if anybody shows anger, if anybody having those things, you won't react. You won't react. That is also expression of the God only. Then still very beautiful explanation in the end of the Rudram. Almost in the end of the Rudram. 3 lines from the down up. There it said, Ayam me hasto bhagavan, ayam me bhagavattarah, ayam me vishvabhesha joyagam shivabhimarshanah. The meaning here also, Ayam me hastaha, this left hand is also Shiva. And this right hand still Bhagavat Taraha. This is more great, and this is also God. But that Bhagavat Taraha, superlative degree used, because I am doing with this hand to you the puja. But this hand also, I wash all the malam through left hand, but for many other works I need to use both the hands. So which generally considered as the left hand is bad or this, that is okay in the beginning to teach you some kind of discipline. But what is told here, how much the left hand is your form, O Lord, and my right hand also is your form. Or we have to say like this, my right hand, because I am doing the puja with this is your form only, and my left hand also is your form only. 2 times, Ayam Hastaha, Bhagavan, you are. Then Ayam Hastaha means this hand and this hand. That is why in puja time it is prescribed that all the Anganyasam, Karanyasam, they won't do on one hand. They will do on both the hands. They both are equal, no? But in certain contexts, in the beginning we say this hand is bad. Bad means you should not use it. So when dharma and some kind of karmas comes, these restrictions will be there. When you grow beyond this karma and dharma, you come to the Brahma. What you talk about these differences? Then one more example I will give. In Taittiriya Upanishad, there also every limb is praised and prayed well-being of the every organ, particularly mentioned one and one. Kshema iti vachi, yogakshema iti pranapanayoho, karmeti hastayoho, gatiriti payo. Let my organ of speech be healthy and proper. My pranas also function well and flow in the body well. And my hands, let them have the capacity to do the actions, required actions. Okay, not only puja, I have to do so many other actions. I have to wash my face, I have to take bath and all that. Last word is important. Gatiriti payo. The organ of the defecation, excretion organ, that also should be healthy. Upanishad not hesitating, Rudram is not hesitating to say something is sacred and something is secular. Both are same. How important the organ of excretion, if it doesn't function, then we will know the importance of it. If it is over functions, you will sit in the bathroom only. If it is not functioning properly, 3-4 days you won't visit the bathroom at all. How important? Either constipation or diarrhea. That's why having constipation is not the sin. Having the diarrhea is not the sin. But they are like that. So respect, revere, all are nothing but the Lord. What a great, wonderful. This chapter, I love it so much. Vishwarupa Sandarshana Yoga. Same thing, Shvetashvatara are also talking the same thing. And Brihadaranyaka also, some thoughts already we saw and concluded. So, these are all I am giving as a recollection, introduction to the depth and the importance of this 11th chapter. Okay. So, in this way, Gatiriti payo, Vimuktiriti payo. So, this, like that, the Taittiriya Upanishad mentions. Then, now, 32nd shloka, 31st shloka, Arjuna asked the questions. Who are you? Really, I want to know. What is your real form? What is your purpose actually? Like that. Then Bhagavan willing to answer, and then he started answering. And that 32nd shloka also we saw the meaning. In this war, all are going to be killed except some 10 people will remain. So this is already decided according to their karma phala. Don't think you are doing specially. And I will tell you, in fact, even if you are not there, if you are not willing to do this, but that is going to happen. Okay. And you asked me, who am I? I am the terrible, powerful Kala Tattvam I am. And here now I am very, very powerfully functioning in the form of that Kala. That means this many people's death going to happen according to their karma phala. Now, I told that we will discuss about this Kala Tattva, the word Kala, but not now. Let me finish the third sloka and 34th shloka, because after 2 shlokas, then Sanjaya, actually 34th shloka only Sanjaya 35th shloka. Sanjaya going to convey to the Dhritarashtra. Up to that, let us see the word to word meaning and complete it. Then two topics, one more topic also, which comes in the 33, that also we will discuss. Okay? Because giving the word meaning is simple only. The important point we have to discuss. 33rd shloka. Tasmat tvamutishta yasho labhasva
तस्मात्त्वमुत्तिष्ठ यशो लभस्व
jitva shatrun bhungshva rajyam samruddham
जित्वा शत्रुं भुङ्क्ष्व राज्यं समृद्धम्
mayaivete nihitah purvameva
मयैवैते निहिता पूर्वमेव
nimittamatram bhava savyasachin.
निमित्तमात्रं भव सव्यसाचिन्
Bhagavan says that, O Arjuna, hey Savyasachin, he is addressing it is a title to the Arjuna. That means who can leave the arrows even with the left hand? You can fight equally with the right hand and as well as with the left hand. Generally, people can't do that. Those who are generally right hand writers, we can't write with the left hand. Or those who are writing with the left, they can't do with the right hand. Many actions also. But rarely if anybody is there here, both the hands I will write equally. Very difficult. I never heard anybody, maybe there's someone. Rare. Like that, you are very easily leave the arrows even with the left hand, even in the right hand also. Hey Savyasachin, you are such a great warrior now. And listen this. First of all, you get up. Therefore get up. What therefore? Because I told about my nature. And I am the Srishti Sthiti Laya Karta. Then what is the doubt in this? Therefore, you get up and get ready to do this war. Then by doing this war, you get the name and fame. In fact, I have already killed them. Killed them means I decided and according to the karma, they were already killed. Just you are going to act as a mediator as though you are going to kill. And you get the name, you get the fame, yashaha labhasva. And if you conquer them, and you are going to win also, I showed that, then where is that? What is the doubt? Then if you get the Rajyam, Jitva, having you conquered them, Shatrun, Samruddham Rajyam Bhungshva. That means you enjoy this kingdom. All of you, your brothers have become ministers and serve your brother and to the country, live happily as the kings. And Mai eva ete nihitaha purvameva. They were already killed by me before itself. Just like a dummy, that doll kept like that, they are looking like that, they are with the prana, but their karma, their prarabdha already killed them. Decided. I am the giver of that prarabdha karma phala. Therefore, Bhagavan claiming that by me they were already killed, O Arjuna. Then what you have to do? You just be as a nimitta matram. This word is important. We are going to discuss. You just be as a instrument in my hand. You just be as a puppet in my hand. I am the puppeteer. I am the puppet show runner. You are a puppet. Nimitta matram. So very clearly, Bhagavan told to the Arjuna, you are going to win. You will get the kingdom. Then I have already killed them. Only thing, through you, that particular their karma phala has to get concluded. And because of that, tomorrow your big full-size picture will come in Times of India. And everybody talks about the great Arjuna, the hero. You get the name. I don't want anything. But actually behind the runner, doer, everything, I arranging everything like that. So nothing to worry, get up, get ready for the war. So this nimitta matram we are going to discuss afterwards, the Kala Tattva also. This is the another thing, bhungshva, unless you have a lot of punya, you won't get such a great fame. For one person, some name and fame has to come, means there should be some punya, good karma. Otherwise it won't come. And even all the richness and the kingdom, if somebody is getting, means that also is a, you have secured a great punya. So don't lose it now. Okay? Then after telling like this, Bhagavan, moreover he is telling that Dronam cha bhishmam cha jayatradham cha
Dronam cha bhishmam cha jayatradham cha
karnam tadhanyanapi yodhaviran
karnam tadanyanapi yodaviran
maya hatam stvam jahima vyathishtaha
maya hatasvam jayima vyadishtaha
Yudhyasva jetasi rane sapatnanam.
Yudhyasva jetasi rane sapatnam.
Therefore, Jahi, kill them. Who? Dronam, Bhishmam, Jayatradham, all main great warriors, important. Still many more are there. And Karna, Bhagavan specially mentioning the names. Drona, Bhishma and Jayatratha and Karna, Tatha, and moreover Anyani Yodha Viranapi, and many more other all warriors, great warriors. You kill them. And I already told that Maya Hatam Swam, they were already killed by me. So Bhagavan again telling that Yudhyasva jetasi rane sapatnat, you are bound to become successful. You are going to win over these enemies. Why you hesitate? It is a dharma karyam only. Why Bhagavan talking this, Arjuna with fear, he is expressing, and finally he did the namaskara, no? Prasida, prasida. To remove that fear and to give the courage, he is reminding anyhow he has to do. After some time or later, Bhagavan won't leave him. That's why we cannot escape from the karma, whatever is already coming along with the prarabdha to us. But don't get lost in that doing. Don't forget what is your purpose. Don't forget that karma is for chitta shuddhi. That's it. So Bhagavan is not leaving. So therefore, Yudhyasva again is telling, fight this war. And you are going to win also. Jeta Sirane Sapatnan. And kill all of this. He is specifically mentioning because of whom Arjuna took back. I can't shoot the arrows on my great grandfather and the teacher and all cousins and relatives like that. Now, in this, we know something about the Drona, we know something about the Bhishma and Karna also. This Jayadratha also very, very powerful person. Generally, in Mahabharata, if you read deeply only, while in Bhagavata study also, it doesn't come, I didn't mention. He is the son of the Vruddhakshanan, and he is the husband of the only daughter of the Dhritarashtra, Duschala. So Kaurava family Maplai. Only one daughter, Dhritarashtra, Duschala, her husband. And this Jayadratha's father doing the tapas in the Shamanta Panchakam in one place. Okay. And why? Because his son should not be killed by anybody, he should be protected like that. And then he had a power also, he cursed and kept one shapam. Whoever cut the head of my son, that person's head will break into 1,000 pieces. If it falls down. See, all these things should be managed by the Krishna. There are so many hurdles in between. And then and there what to do, what he made everybody to act according to that, the Pandavas. When Jayadratha was killed, the head, Krishna may be told to Arjuna, this is the thing. The head went straight away and fall in the lap of his father who is doing the tapas. His head has broken into 1,000 pieces because it is not fallen down. It fallen on his lap. So this is the story. Each story is so unique in Mahabharata. Sometimes we get lot of doubts, why all this is. Okay. Anyhow, that is the part of the life. Okay. This is only one sample showed by the Vyasacharya to us. So in this way, Bhagavan encouraged the Arjuna. So on whom he has got so much love and respect, he is asking them to kill. Then after that, Sanjaya is now informing to the Dhritarashtra in between. You know, O Raja, what happened afterwards? 35th shloka. Etat shrutva vachanam keshavasya Krutanjalir vepamana kiriti Namaskritva bhuya evaha Krishnam Jagadgurum bhita bhita pranamya. Sanjaya informing particularly to Dhritarashtra, there is one reason maybe. What is his abhiprayam, opinion in informing this particular? After that, Arjuna started doing the prayer from 36 onwards. Now that is a different Sharanagati prayers. Very important, very beautiful prayers, Sharanagati shlokas that we'll see later. The reason, if he inform in this way, uh, Krishna told to Arjuna, kill the Bhishma, kill the uh, Karna, Dronacharya, and your son-in-law Jayadratha, all that. And Krishna also said that they are already killed by me, and you just act for my sake, and you are going to win the war. If this much, if he says to him, he need not to say everything, Sanjay. In beginning, actually, he didn't inform the Gita at all. And 10th day only, when Dhritarashtra asked only, he started telling. The reason is, after listening this much, this war is going to happen in this way and all are going to kill, it is certain, Krishna said, then he may change his mind. Dhritarashtra is the king, Chakravarti. So he decides he can order and tell to his children, stop the war. Then if he changes his mind and if he commands and says, stop the war, if the war stopped, both the sides, peace will happen and all can live happily. Therefore, but this Dhritarashtra, he is succumbed by the destiny, vidhi. He doesn't want to use his willpower. That is the only topic I am going to talk now. He surrendered, he succumbed by the vidhi. He is not ready to change his mind. Then, what is Kala Tattva? Many times in some other occasions, here and there we discussed about it. But being here, Bhagavan telling that I am the Kala Tattva, I am the time principle. So Lord itself is time principle. But whether this time is really exist, time is real to whom and in what level? Here Bhagavan, when he said, I am the Kala Tattva, the meaning is something. But when we look it from the Vedantic angle, ultimate, absolute standpoint, there is no Kala at all. Let us see first a few points. Here this mention of the Kala is related to the relative reality. Related to the relative reality. What is Kala? Generally, 3-4 points. What we know about the Kala is the time. Ending of the one, beginning of the one event and ending of the one event and beginning of the other event. Because of these things, we calculate the time. One event got end. Then other event started. Then you calculate and see that event went on 1 hour. Like this. Now if you say like that, then the event which got end and given birth to the other event, that previous event also has got its birth. And for its birth, the previous event also has got birth. Then if you go on saying like this, infinite regression, anavastha dosham will come. Where is the end? Where is the end? Therefore, then only Actually, when we will ask this question, when, where, that means whenever you ask the when and where, the time born. Until I didn't ask, the time is not born. So our waking state mainly is functioning with this time principle, but in fact there is no time in the absolute. In the absolute. Then why Bhagavan saying I myself is the time? That is only from the Saguna Maya Sahita Brahma Ishvara relative standpoint only. But we have to go beyond that relative standpoint. In absolute, there is no time. One or two examples. Chandogya Upanishad says about this, Sadeva Saumya Idamagra Asit. The Sat alone was there before. What is that before? That all we discussed in the Chandogya Upanishad. So when to say before Agre? Oh, before means before of what? Another contradiction, that same Upanishad says that Asadeva Saumya Idamagra Asit. Asat alone is there in the beginning. That we clarified in that Upanishad time, but still little simpler. In Chatushloki Bhagavata, Bhagavan taught to the Brahmaji, in that first shloka, there are 4 shlokas only. He says, Ahameva samevagre nanyat et sadasat param paschadaham yedetaccha yo vasishyeta sosmyaham. Ahameva samevagre, I am only existing before all this creation. I am only existing even after the creation. I am only existing after all the destruction. That only word is important. If he is existing, he was, he is, he will, then where is the question of time? If there is any time, he is not there only. If there is any absence of existence only, you have to say about the time. In that time, it's not there. Then time comes. But Bhagavan himself said, so from the absolute standpoint, there is no function of the time in me. This is what we have to claim by studying the Vedanta. Now, to understand this little 1 or 2 more points I will tell. One is, I just referred the Chatushloki Bhagavatam and that one Chandogyam. Let us take and think about our dream. Dream and sleep. These two, for what I am explaining, to prove that there is no time. In dream, after the dream is over, I got up morning and then I remembered what dream I saw. The events in the dream, I saw this, I saw that, I went there. This all registered and I remembered also because they are registered. But on which time you saw that event dream in the dream? Very subtle, important point. If you have seen in particular time in the dream, that event, and that time is associated with the waking time, and if that time is really real, it should be registered. It's not registered. Means what? No time. If in dream itself there is no time. And you were saying of after waking up, I slept by 10 o'clock, got up by 6 o'clock. 10 o'clock you slept on the bed. But you tell me exactly 10, 20, 10, 15, 10, 10, 10, 5, 10, 20 seconds. What time you went to the sleep? You cannot record it. Dream also you cannot record it. Time. Then what to say about the sleep? If you really went into the sleep, why in between talking about the dream? Because once if you slept, time concept is not there. But at least in the dream, mind functioning. Because of that, events are there. Why the time is not existed? If it is existed, why it is not recorded? Very, very important analysis to understand. Therefore, this proves that when the mind fully blossoms, wakes up, time starts. When the mind is half closed also, time not known. When the mind is totally closed, time is not there. Then how you can say such a concept is real? Therefore, conclusion, time is a concept of the mind. 6 months, one person in the coma is there. After he comes out of the coma, we tell him, in January 2025, we brought you to the hospital. Now it is June 2025. But there is any registration for him, any meaning in it? We say, we show the calendar, he believes, he accepts. This is happening every day in sleep. Time is dissolving. Time is, when the mind erases, time erases. But what we have to know is whether the mind is there or not, whether the waking dream and sleep is there or not, all these things, but absolute consciousness ever present. If I use this ever is wrong, again you will be misguided. But there is no other way for me to communicate to you. I have to say that always, I have to say ever, and that's why I am. நான் இருக்கேன். ஆசீத் சதேவ சௌமிய ஆசீத் alone. Agre need not to tell. But Upanishad, for us to understand, we are already working, living with the concept of the time, and we are. If this knowledge comes for such a person, where is the question and doubt about the Rahu Kalam, Amagandam, Muhurtam, this and that? asit. That's why in Ramana Maharshi many times with his those devotees are most used word is iru. Just be. Iru. After 2-3 years, again, if the same devotee comes and again talks and or says something, iru. Whenever we talk something, it should be either about the past, either it should be about the future. About a real present, you cannot talk because in present there is no time. Very difficult to comprehend, but try. In present, there is no time. But all our struggle, this vyavahara is, therefore maunam, be in the present, we say. That present is not the present tense. That present is being in the presence of the consciousness where there is no time. I think enough. More deeply analyze it. Already I spoke before. Then the next point about nimitta matram. This nimitta matram word, if you don't understand properly, there is a problem. It leads to so much misunderstanding and chaos. What is the meaning of the nimitta matram? You are just an instrument, puppet. You have no any choice. Okay. Then if you take that, we will become a fatalist. Fatalism. Fatalism means I am helpless. I can't do anything. Nothing is in my hand. Nothing is in my hand. Therefore, kartrum, akartrum, anyatha kartrum, I have no any choice. To do or not to do, or to do either this or that, anyatha, no. This idea is wrong. And we use this idea according to our convenient in the life. Most of these devotees and religious people they were mediocres. They were not either totally towards the Sharanagati or totally this side. That means they are not totally depending on the destiny or totally depending on the willpower. Now we have to bring these two words here. Nimitta matra means you have no any willpower to use, you need not to use. But this is wrong understanding. We have Bhagavad Gita, Shastra itself says that you have to use your willpower, that is your Purushakaram, and the destiny also work 50-50%. But what we do, according to our convenient in the life, whenever I become successful and achieve something, then with my willpower, I done it. You boast yourself. If something goes something wrong according to this time, like as Arjuna saw this terrible thing, then we hate the Lord, we criticize the Lord, all these things we'll say. And we will become Nastikas also sometimes. Enough of it. God, God and puja, doing all that. What happened? Nothing is in my hands. Any possibility for the diversion or distraction happens. Very carefully, we have to understand what are the problems will happen if I negate my willpower. Simply, I will tell in a heading wise some 5-6 points, then the topic will be over. What is it? The Lord is making me to dance, I am dancing. In Tamil also some statements are there. இல்லையா? அவரென்று ஒரு அணு அசையாது. These are all good to listen. That means what? You just be like that without putting any effort? No. Suppose if you put this blame, everything is because Lord only said everything I am, everything He is doing, then why have to? Nothing. Then 6 doshams will come, errors will happen. One is if Lord is doing everything, Lord is the Karta, Lord is the Bhokta, and because of that Lord becomes samsari. Ishvara becomes samsari because whoever doing all the things, he becomes samsari. Then the jiva me, I becomes asamsari. So samsaritvam comes to Ishvara, first mistake, and asamsaritvam comes to jiva. Let it be like that. So what, sir? If samsaritvam goes to Ishvara and asamsaritvam comes to you, what should happen? Who is samsari? Who is constantly complain and become miserable is called samsari. But according to you now, if you say Lord is Ishvara is samsari, Kartra Bhokta, everything is doing, but Ishvara is not miserable. Have you heard anywhere any story also? Lord is so much worrying and is under tension, is under the treatment. He is also having lot of family problems, our Shiva Bhagavan or somebody like that. These are all stories only. And she got angry and she went off. Lakshmi went off. Don't take them as real. Okay, Lakshmi got angry. Do the Vishnu Bhagavan got angry anytime? He said, I am going to give divorce. Or Shiva? Therefore, he is not suffering. If he is samsari, generally, jokingly we say, who is samsari? Who always say some sorry for everything is called samsari. Or who is always holding some sari is called samsari. So Lord cannot become samsari. If he becomes samsari and he is having problems and miserable, why you go and worship him? You go to his temple? No. If you are asamsari, you should not become miserable. But you are become miserable. It's opposite happening. So don't say that Lord is doing everything. If you say these are the mistakes going to happen, logically think it. Not only that, if he is a karta, bhokta, everything he is doing and all that, as like local people, Lord also having the partiality. This point many times. Pakshapata buddhi. Because he is also having then raga dvesha. Therefore, he gives, because otherwise, why he given so much money to some people next to me, and for me, I am not having even one house, one car. And why that person is so handsome and beautiful? Nobody is not looking at me. Lord is partial, pakshapata buddhi, because he is a samsari. These are the symptoms of the samsari, means miserable, and who is having partiality. Do you think in that way? So if you say everything is destiny, Lord, this is another blame you are putting on the Lord. Then, because he is having a pakshapata buddhi, partiality, he doesn't have daya bhavan. He don't have any daya karuna. But you say that he is a daya sagara, karuna sagara. Who is having partiality and ragadvesha, how he can be a daya murti, karuna sagara? So another problem comes. Then last but one, being Lord is a samsari, he is having a ragadvesha, he is having a partiality, because we think that I never say, sir. No, without saying, indirectly you are putting everything on the Lord, and you want to be dumb without any human effort or will. That is the meaning. Indirectly you didn't say, this is what I said. Many don't say outwardly like this, but they fight with the Lord. They blame the Lord. They change the Lord. They throw the Lord. Why these are all happening? You didn't say. You are acting in one way, sometimes willpower, sometimes destiny, God. Sometimes this and sometimes that, it won't work. Understand properly. Therefore, what? Therefore, because all these things are there with the Lord, he has to go to the class and he has to study the Dharma Shastra. And he is the Shastra Karta, Shastra Data, and that Dharma Shastra. But namesake, he didn't read properly. He doesn't know. He has to go to the class and listen to the satsang. Not me. Because I am a samsari. If he study the Dharma Shastra properly and all that, why he behave with ragadvesha and partiality and without any karuna daya? Many songs and bhajans are all like that only, no? You have no pity on me. என் மேலே உனக்கு தயை இல்லையா, கருணை இல்லையா, நான் கூப்பிட்டுட்டேனே, உனக்கு காதில் விழலையா? Why you say all this? Then he says, I also spoke in Bhagavad Gita and somebody I sent to you, your Parson campus, somebody is talking, you didn't listen. Have you heard the Gita? I am also கூப்பிட்டுட்டு. What can I do? So Lord has to read Dharma Shastra. He has to go to the class, not me. Finally, you know what happens? Conflict, confusion. Whether I am responsible or God is responsible. Then what is the solution? Lord himself told us. You listen, understand correctly. In 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, 5th shloka, Uddharedatmanatmanam atmanam avasadayet atmaiva atmano bandhuhu atmaiva ripuratmanaha. Lift yourself by yourself. Never degrade yourself by yourself. If you lift yourself by yourself, you are the friend to you. Otherwise, you are the enemy to you. What else he has to tell? But again, don't take willpower 100%. accept the law of karma, law of dharma, and Ishvara's role, all that. And finally, what we have to do, now I am concluding. Using the willpower means what, sir? I am not telling in a very lower level. Aligning your willpower with the will of the Lord. Aligning your willpower with the will of the Lord is called using the willpower. You have to think a lot about this particular statement. Everything comes in it. The more elaborated to this statement, I will mix with the next shlokas, because there we will understand what is the aligning our will with the will of the Ishvara. That is called exercising the willpower. When that Saranagati shlokas and topic comes, you will understand. We will conclude here for today. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Hari Om Tat Sat.